If you went to South Africa, what would you see? South Africa is a beautiful country. Lots of rich grasslands, lovely mountains, colourful flowers. Vineyards for grapes to make wine, and lots of animals. The country has big, busy cities and many houses built in the Dutch style. South Africa also has much poverty. People living in shacks made out of wood and sheet metal or containers. Many of these houses are in shanty towns or townships around the big cities. These people live in Langa, near Cape Town. Nelson Mandela was born in the Eastern Cape. People here still live in little round houses with thatched roofs, called rondavels, scattered all over the hills and valleys. And this is Umtata, the capital of the area, and it is very near where he lived. Some people are very poor indeed, like this family. There are 7 children who are orphans and are looked after by their grandmother. She has no money and very little food. They all live in one room and the roof needs mending. The plastic sheet will not keep out the rain or the wind. In the apartheid years, thousands of people were forcibly moved from their homes to areas like the Eastern Cape. In Cape Town, there is a place called District 6, which was a very lively community where this happened. After the people had been taken away, their houses were bulldozed, and the area is still empty to this day. Nelson Mandela was arrested because he believed that apartheid was wrong and that everyone has the right to live in freedom. He was sent to Robben Island and imprisoned there for 27 years. Robben Island can only be reached by boat from Cape Town, a journey taking an hour. As you go across, there are lovely views of Table Mountain, but the prisoners must have been very sad as they watched the mountain getting smaller and smaller. Mandela was taken from the boat to the prison. His cell was tiny. He worked every day in the island quarry. He also made a garden in the prison yard. The man who showed us round the prison was a prisoner himself at the same time as Mandela.
Our main vision was to create a new South African nation where there would be equal opportunities.
Our guide round the island outside the prison told us that he lived in the township called Langa.
That's where we saw him released in 1990s, and that completed the 27-year period that he had spent in prison. It was a very long time. Yeah, I'm 28 this year, so it's almost my lifetime that he had spent in prison.
After Mandela was released, South Africa changed almost overnight. It became a freer place for everyone. Nelson Mandela became the country's first black president. Many black, white and coloured now live together and help each other to live better lives. Schools are always full.
We are fine. How are you? We are well. Thank you.
The children sometimes walk many miles to get there, but they want to learn. We even saw a shepherd boy reading his school book whilst looking after the sheep. There are still huge problems: poverty, HIV/AIDS, violence and crime. Some of these children have no parents. Some are just very poor. So these people give them breakfast and lunch every day. They feed 150 children a day. In one of the townships around Cape Town, grandparents come every week to the church to collect food parcels to feed their orphan grandchildren. But there is lots of music and dance. You will see bands playing on the seafront, like this marimba band. Children in school love to perform and entertain, and they have such natural rhythm and harmonies. The people of the South Africa of Nelson Mandela are called the Rainbow Nation, and the country is a place of hope, colour and song.